Hey guys, what's up? It's Bobby with Gilk Sports Cards. Hope you're having a fantastic day. One of my favorite types of videos for you today, which is a PSA reveal. This is a blind one, so I have not looked at any of the grades yet. PSA received these 20 cards on February 16th. Today, day of video is March 20th. So right around a month is when you can expect your cards back from PSA, which is absolutely fantastic. I will admit to you that a lot of these cards are semi-questionable. I need to be better. I just love sending in cards for grading, and I still failed probably to do as much research as I should have on some of these cards. There is one banger if it's a 10, which will be the final card, which is the main reason I wanted to get this submission out. But there's some cards in between that's a little bit questionable, but you know, you live and learn. Let's have fun and let's see what happens. So first card is a couple basketball. There's a lot of football, I think, and then just a couple autographed baseball cards. So this is pretty good timing on this card. Pau Banchero. I love the way Contenders Optic cards look. I think it's probably my favorite, quite honestly, especially in an autograph. This is a red parallel. Now that I look at it, definitely thicker on the left side than the right. I did not notice that when I sent in this card, but I don't know if that matters. I don't know if all the Contenders Optic are that way or not. So anyways, it's a rookie. He's playing really well. Let's see how we start off. And we start off with a 9. Not the way we want to start, but if that's the case and not all these cards are that heavy to the right, that's probably what it deserves. Probably just sell that card real quick. I got one more POW card here. This is not a rookie. It's even worse. It's a Prism draft pick, so it's a second-year POW. It was actually numbered out of 25, I think. There it is, yeah. If you could see it. There you go. It's either 8 or I think it's 9 out of 25. So pretty cool. What's it called? It's a variation too, a variation mojo. And it was pretty cheap. It was like $9 or $10. So I bought it. It looked clean. So let's see if we can get our first 10. Probably just gonna sell this one no matter what. And we get a 10. So that's cool. I don't know how that would do. I have no idea. It's not his rookie or anything like that, but it is POW out of 25. So we will see. Here is another questionable one here. Dontavian Wicks. I do like him. He played really well towards the end of the season, maybe even better than Jaden Reed, quite honestly, but he doesn't have as much hype as him. And it's hard to pull a silver. And I pulled this silver, and so I figured, why not? It looked great here. But now that I look at it, I definitely made a mistake. Look how much thinner it is bottom to top. I would have to get extremely lucky for this to be the 10. In fact, I would not have sent that in if I noticed that. I got to be better about that. So anyways, I don't think there'll be a whole lot of Wicks graded. Again, silvers are really hard to pull, so it was a card I would just probably save until the season started if he gets hot. Whatever. A mistake for sure, but hopefully we can at least get a 9. Oh, wow. Well, that's a 6. It seems like PSA I always get one crazy grade per submission. So it shouldn't be a 10. And to be honest with you, if this was a PSA 9, it would probably sell for less than grading fees. So a 6, it doesn't even matter. I probably just crack this out and send it to ComC. So, but for whatever reason, I was saying I always get one goofy grade every submission from PSA, it seems. So hopefully that's the only bad one. All right, so 6, 9, and 10. That's a little scary. Okay, so we're talking about kind of some questionable cards. I was kind of just thinking about players in the NFL that I really like next year, and I'm trying to stay more focused on quarterbacks. That's where all the money is. That's just life, quarterbacks. But I really like this guy, Nico Collins. He's got C.J. Stroud. He was unbelievable the whole year he was, but especially the last 3 or 4 games, he was nuts. So I went through my binders and I had a few of his cards, and they don't have a whole lot of value right now, even in PSA 10s, but I just kind of like them. Again, mostly quarterbacks is who I'm going after, so let's see what happens. I think I have 3 Nico Collins cards. All right. Mosaic. That is a PSA 10. Very good. This is another similar one, but this is a pink. And okay, we got a 10. I did look these up, and the Mosaic, even on the the parallels and the pinks, they only go for like $30. So I didn't do a whole lot there. But again, I'm just going to keep those for the season. Maybe he goes off. Maybe it doubles to 60. This one would be even better because it's a prism. Looks pretty strong. Maybe a tiny bit thicker on the top to the bottom, but definitely within the PSA guidelines. Let's see here. Okay, we got a 10 there too. So we got the 10s on him at least. So we're not going to lose money on Nico Collins. So that's good. All right. All right, here's my guy. I only have 1 Justin Fields card here on this submission, but probably the next one I get within 2 or 3 weeks, I'll have more than just 1. I really thought he was going to get traded to a place where he would start, or maybe even stick with Chicago. So if he's going to be a backup for Russell Wilson, obviously I expect his cards to definitely dip down even more. But I think I'm going to keep buying him. I still believe in this guy. He's so exciting. He's a starting quarterback somewhere. So we'll see what happens. But obviously this isn't going to have a ton of value right now. This is a Mosaic, and it's a variation. I've had bad luck with these, not to jinx myself. Yeah, I always seem to get 9s on these things. Gonna have 1 or 2 more coming down the road, but again, if you guys are subscribers to the channel, I just, especially modern cards or only modern cards, I can't stand PSA 9s, even though for the most part there's hardly any difference between a 9 and a 10. So anything I get in a 9, I'm just gonna sell it now, just try to make a little bit of my money back and just move on. So that's probably what I'll do with that card. All right, I got 2 of these cards. These are green waves, so I think, I don't know if those are the, I think those are the hanger packs, right? So these are, I must have gotten these in the hanger packs. Unfortunately, it doesn't say rookie, even though it is. That's Bijan Robinson Fireworks. So I got 2 of the same cards. Whatever these grade at, I'll probably just sell them now. Okay, the first one, we got a 10. I always get scared when I send multiples because it seems like I get like 1 10 and the other one is never a 10. See if we can break that streak here. Same exact card. Green Wave Bijan. And, all right, we got 2 10s. Very cool. So I didn't look that up, but I can't imagine that being more than like $35, maybe 40. So we'll make a little bit there. All good. Kind of an interesting one here too, JSN. I mean, I like him, but it's another one of these inserts, another green wave. I'm not sure if people are really looking to buy his cards or not, so probably kind of questionable that I sent this in. I'll definitely be taking a loss if this isn't a 10, as well as the next card. So JSN, okay, we got a 10. We're on a good streak now. So I should probably at least get 30 or 40 for that. Another JSN, this is the Prism Break. And this is a green ice, it looks like. Green ice. A little bit of different parallel. Good card. Good looking card. And, all right. So, got 10s there. Okay, our 10 pile starting to add up. Again, probably another questionable card is Aaron Rodgers, but there's not a whole lot of Jets cards. And it's kind of a color match with the green ice. So I figured I'd give it a shot. He'll be back this year, hopefully. Even though I can't stand him as a Bears fan. And we got a 10 on that one. Probably not a whole lot of those in the world. So before people start sending those in, I'll probably just sell that right now, even though it's probably not the greatest time to sell football. This one would be a cool one. This is a Brock Purdy. Was that his 2nd year? And that's the green wave as well, hype. Good looking card. Again, whether it's a 9 or 10, I'll probably just sell this now. I'm not a huge believer in Brock Purdy, even though I think he's a great guy. That one, unfortunately, got the 9, so the streak's over. Okay. All right, so I think we have some autographs coming up. Division de los Santos. I'm sure the majority of you guys have never heard of this guy. And basically, he's on the Cleveland Guardians, and he's out of options. So they either have to, put him up on the 40-man roster or let him go and to sign with somebody else. And it was in Double-A last year, but he had like over 20 home runs, had a nice average of like 270. He's a power hitting. I think he's the third baseman, if I remember correctly. So I bought like 4 or 5 autographs of him. You'll see more coming up when I get my baseball submission in. But I got this one first. I think it was out of 25. Yes, 11 out of 25. The bad news, guys, is I've been reading about him. I think he is going to make the Guardians roster this year, so that's good news. But he hasn't played very good in spring training. He had 1 home run, and he's batting under 240. So he's he's a third baseman. So I'm not sure if he's going to start or get much action. So probably is going to end up being a mistake on my part. I didn't spend a lot of money. These were like $15 to $20 per autograph card. But anyway, this one's out of 25. This is my nicest one, I think. The rest of them are, out of like 50 to 100. And at least we got a 10. So we're not going to lose any money there. That's cool. I like that. Probably a card I just hold and just hope he starts off hot if he gets a little bit of playing time. All right, 2 more autographs. Same player, different cards. Michael Busch is this card. I'm a Chicago Cub fan, if you didn't know. We traded for this guy from the Dodgers. He was one of their most hyped prospects. He's going to be the starting first baseman for the Cubs. Just like this guy, he hasn't really played all that great in spring training, but he's still got the job. He's going to be a starting first baseman. We'll see what happens. As a Cubs fan, I want at least one of his autographs of all Cubs starters in like a PSA 10. So I bought 2 of these. They're not the same card, but they're pretty similar. This is a purple out of 250, Topps Chrome, obviously rookie card. So let's see if we can get a Michael Busch 10 to add to my PC. We absolutely cannot. That's the dreaded 8. Again, just like every YouTube dude that talks to their phone and goes through a PSA reveal, I did not see anything going on with this card. I checked it. There was no scratches, so I obviously didn't check good enough. I missed it. I missed something there. All right. I think I like that one better. I wish I got a 10 on that one. This is a same number. It's out of 299. This is a Sparkle. So Michael Busch again. Same card, just out of 299 Sparkle. Can I get a 10 from Busch? Okay. You know what? I will take it. We got at least 110. I could put this. I don't have to worry about him anymore. I don't have to send any more Michael Busch cards. I got my 110 of him. And now I feel like he's part of my team. So I could root for him even more. All right, this card, nothing special. CJ Stroud, obviously he's a beast. He's still got pretty good hype. But it's not like a green ice or anything like that. It's just the base prismatic. But I will say I looked this card up because I'm trying to figure out what I need to do to at least make my money back. This was like $425 was what I had to pay for all these cards. And so if this gets a 10, it sells for between 60 and 70 bucks. So that one I would sell right now. I'm sure there's thousands of these things going to PSA right now. And I break even on a 9. So okay, we got a 10 there. So there's 60, 65 bucks back. I'll sell that immediately. So the pack, after I got that Daytonium or whatever his name is, Davonian or Wicks cat from Green Bay, I pulled Jaden Reed, which was a silver as well. So I got a 6 on the Wicks. Don Tavian, excuse me. I got a 6, unfortunately, on the Wicks silver. Let's see if we can do a little bit better on the Reed. And by the way, I only have 3 cards left, guys, and then we're all finished. This looks way better centering here. Looks good here. This was definitely a good card to send in. Let's see if we can get a Reed 10. No, wait. Oof. My last card's a silver too, guys, and I really need it to be better than a 9. All right. not doing very good. We did not do very good on the Green Bay Packer receivers, but screw them. I'm a Bears fan anyway, so whatever. I'll just sell that one the way it is. Try to get some of my money back. This is the second less card, guys. Nothing crazy. It's Jamar Chase. I think it's not his rookie or anything. I pulled this card. I just love these checkerboards. I think they're obviously really good looking. He's a stud. If this gets a 10, I'm just going to wait until the season start before I sell it. So let some hype, build around him with Joe Burrow back. Probably not a good time right now to sell his cards. So let's see what happens. I need a 10. It's been a while. All right, cool. Good looking card. Probably not a whole lot of those in the world. Okay, and then here we go, boys and girls. It's not like, this card's, I'm not going to retire if I get a 10 on this card or anything, but I'm nervous because I was not upcharged. And I think the maximum is $500. I did not look up the value of this card in the PSA 10 because I just didn't want to jinx it. But this card sells raw for like $150 to $200. So I got to think a PSA 10's got to be, it's got to be well more than $500, wouldn't you think? I don't know. It looked really, really good. I pulled this one. I was pretty excited about it. It's not CJ Stroud, but it is Anthony Richardson, who obviously he's going to have some hype. Oh, no. God. Look at that. Look at that. You see that white? Oh, shoot. I hate to be that guy. I hate watching people saying, oh, it wasn't that way when I sent in my cards. But, dude, it wasn't. Oh, man, this is not going to get a 10. Oh, it sucks. Yeah, that sucks. Dude, I don't know. That's a bummer. Sorry to be all emotional. I don't remember that. It's it's a tiny bit thicker on the top to the bottom, but this isn't going to get a 10, so I just got to get over it. It's an Anthony Richardson silver, and I got to think these cards go for, $700, $800, which would have been perfect, but I see that ding. Let's see what happens. Oh my God. Thank you, PSA. Thank you, PSA. Look at, you guys see that right there? I mean, it's so obvious, that ding. That is so obvious. That is so obvious, that ding. And it's definitely thinner there than right here. Oh my, dude, that's so cool. Okay. This grader was a very, very nice person. Maybe he or she, when she was handing the card, accidentally dropped it or something and just felt bad and said it was close enough and gave me the 10. But this should not be a 10. This should not be a 10. But I think that for all of us that have ever submitted cards to PSA before, there are several cards that we firmly really believe there's no doubt should be 10s, and we don't get 10s. And so this is awesome. This makes me feel pretty awesome about maybe some of those past experiences where maybe I didn't get, I didn't get lucky or what, however you want to word it. But all right, PSA 10 rookie silver Anthony Richardson. Probably not a whole lot of those in the world. Not sure if this is a good time to sell it or to wait until after the national, when people are going crazy for football cards. But again, people are still ripping Prism and sending those cards in to get graded. So it's maybe not a high pop card. Maybe it's probably a low pop card right now. So it might be a good idea to just kind of sell it. I'll probably see what recent sales were and see if I can get what I get for it now. I'm not going to do an auction, just see if someone wants to bid for it. But hey, a really good, obviously, reveal. I'm not going to go through the numbers, but looks like, well, I think I have 6 cards out of the 20 that were PSA 9s or less. So was that around 70% PSA 10s, which is absolutely outstanding. So that's cool. I got really lucky with this Richardson, and pretty awesome. I was not expecting that. I was not expecting that at all. So that pays for this whole thing plus more, I'm pretty sure. So hey, that's awesome. Great day. I am super excited. I really appreciate you guys hanging with me and watching the video to the end. If you haven't, please subscribe to the channel. I have two different submissions that are currently grading. I have a large baseball for the baseball special, which were $15 a card. That one, again, there's some cool cards, a lot of Ellie and some fun stuff, Corbin Carroll and those type of guys, but there's not one card like this, which is going to make it or break it. There are a lot of, $50 to $100 cards. And then I have one I'm really anxious about, and it's I think it's like maybe 33 cards, but it's all football and it's all quarterbacks. I went nuts for like 5 days, and I bought as many like Justin Herberts and Jalen Hurts and Justin Fields, Trevor Lawrence, Tua, those type of guys that I could, like, at a good price. There's no monsters. There's a few cards that were like 40 to 60 bucks. But I bought about 33 of quarterbacks. And so I'm nervous just because I bought them on eBay, and it's, I just get nervous that, they're selling them on eBay because there was something wrong with the card. Obviously, they looked pretty good to me, so I took a chance and sent them all in. So that'll be a fun one just because I think quarterbacks obviously are going to have all that hype before the season starts. So I should have those two submissions pretty soon, hopefully within 2 to 3 weeks. So that'll be next on the PSA radar for me. Again, thank you for watching. Thank you to whoever this grader was for hooking me up here, man. I really, really appreciate it. A lot of love to PSA. Have a great day, guys. We'll see you on a video tomorrow. Peace.